Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vicky and this is my very late finale video for The Most Magical Pan on Earth. I wore these ears in my intro video and I wanted to wear them for the finale. I don't have a lot of progress to really show for this. I haven't been wearing a whole lot of makeup and I'm doing a bunch of other different projects. I probably have about 10 to 15 different project pans going right now. So it's kind of been a little bit difficult to just focus on any one thing to try to finish or hit pan in. But let's take a look and see what I have. So for the first prompt, I had Cinderella's Castle, a blue or gray product. So I used this Morphe palette, this blue right here, trying not to blind you, sorry. The color is Keep It Cool. I probably only used it maybe twice just as an under eyeliner. It is a very pretty blue, but it's way too dark for me to actually have on my eyelid. So that is what I used that for. For the second prompt, favorite ride or product, I have the Bare Minerals Rebel Gloss. And as you can see, I did make some progress in this. You can see right where I'm at, which is right here. So not bad. I love Bare Minerals glosses, so I'm hoping that by summer of next year I'll finish this. It'll probably be in a different project since this one has unfortunately and sadly ended. Let's see. Next item. Okay, so this is the prompt for Mickey Mini Ears. So it's a product based on my favorite ears. As you can see, my favorite ears are my rose gold ones. Going back to the Morphe 9S palette, I chose this, yeah, it's this one right here, this rose gold color. It's hard to tell. It's kind of pinky. It's called Petito. And I just used that, again, maybe 2 or 3 times. My next item for prompt 4 is Lost but Not Forgotten. So a product you love but is no longer sold for a ride that is no longer in the park. So my favorite park ride at Walt Disney World, which is I've never been to Disneyland, but for Walt Disney World, we no longer have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. They replaced it with Winnie the Pooh. So I chose this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Muse. As you can see, I've started to wear off some of the embossing on that one, and I really like the Super Shock shadows, but this is really pretty. I'm actually working on another Super Shock shadow, and the 2 colors are almost identical, and that particular one's called Arrow. They look identical when I put them on. The next one, prompt 5, Long Lines, a product that's going to take a while to pan. I chose the ColourPop X's and O's palette. Not used this a whole lot. I did use this today all over the eye. What color did I use today? It's called Easy Go. So as you can see, I don't really have any progress on this palette. Maybe in this color. I've definitely used this color a couple of times. I can see like the brush mark, but again, haven't used it a whole lot. Prompt 6 was Fast Pass, a product that will take no time to pan. I had from one of my Ipsy bags, I had a Mr. Lip Balm. I ended up decluttering it because when I went to squeeze it out and use it, it was basically the consistency of booger glue. So I just tossed that right on out of there. Prompt 7, It's a Small World, a product you love or can't stand. So this is a product I love, and this is the Medusa's Makeup Eyeshadow in the color Jamaica. It's kind of this pretty plum taupe color. I have used this a couple of times. You can see a tiny bit of pan disturbance on this one. I like the shadow on, I like this shadow. It's actually very buttery. Excuse me. The next prompt we have is prompt 8, Main Street USA, a product that has great packaging for a first impression. I chose this teeny beeny little eyeshadow from Wet n Wild in the color Nutty. Again, one I've only used a couple of times, but it's like a very soft brown shimmer on this one. You see a little bit of disturbance on that pan as well. I just think that this, for a single shadow, it's so teeny tiny. I like tiny packaging, so I thought that this was really cute. And for prompt 9, I've got my handy dandy notebook. Prompt 9 was Fireworks, a sparkly product. So this is another product that I ended up decluttering. This was the She Jelly Shadow in Seductive Mermaid. So it's very similar to the ColourPop Jelly Mutt Shadows. I'd had it for a couple of years, never opened it. When I opened it, basically like a little hockey puck fell out. So it was dried out. I ended up decluttering it. And then for number 10 was the Monorail, a cream colored product. I had a lip balm from Lush called Lip Service. I ended up decluttering that as well. I got about halfway through it, but it was starting to dry out, and I noticed the expiration date was November of last year. So I ended up just decluttering it. So as far as like hitting pan on anything or really making some good progress, on my products, I don't feel like I did really well as far as that, but I did get some items out of my collection that were just collecting dust basically and weren't any good. So the plus side is I've gotten those out of the way and can focus on the items that are still good in my collection and just really get some enjoyment out of them. So that is my finale for the most magical pan on earth. I really enjoyed this and would love to see another Disney project come back next year. I know I did not mention this before. Shame on me. I always mention this at the beginning. I don't know what happened. I was excited about jumping into the project. This is a PANtastic Ladies project, so I'll make sure that they are linked down below. There is all kinds of fun projects we are doing, so I hope that you will just come on over, check the group out, and just hop on into some of the projects and just have fun with us. So that is it for now, and I will see you in my next video. Have a magical evening. Bye.